guidance counselor in the 11th grade, I was going to tell you kind of what your projection is going to be. She said, Sean, based on your grades, I was like, oh boy, here we go. She said, based on your grades, the best you'd amount to is warehouse work. That particular year I graduated, I was the only person selected for the United States Air Force that year and got one of the hardest professions in the Air Force, which is aerospace propulsion and aeronautics. Okay, so I got it up there. I just didn't feel the need to apply in a classroom because I knew that wasn't going to get me what I wanted. So fast forwarding that to 2.5 weeks ago, my 7-year-old son, and my children, they do their own career days. We don't go in as parents to do career days. They do their own because they run their own corporations. And they make more money than some folks in this room, perhaps. And I don't say that in an arrogant way, it's just that that's why I instill in them. But 2 weeks ago, my son was asked by the librarian, what do you want to do when you grow up? He said, well, currently I'm an author, speaker, and a business owner. That's what I want to continue to do. And she said, well, speaker, that's not a career. Okay? He came home and told me. So I gave him the answer what he needed. He said, okay, good. This past Saturday, my son had a vending event for his corporation where he thought he was just going to sell some of his financial literacy thing. When he walked in the door, they said, hey, we heard about you. We got a pitch competition. We need you to interview right now. So I was like, sign your name, dude. Signed his name. 3.5-minute pitch. It's like Shark Tank. He was amongst adults. 29 people contestants. He won. An 8-year-old won $25,000 for speaking for 3.5 minutes. Now, there are 17 3.5-minute increments in an hour. So that means his billable rate was over $425,000 an hour. That's almost $500,000 as an 8-year-old. So that's why it's important to teach them. And when I was in the Air Force, I had a little situation where I went through a divorce and I found myself homeless for 63 days. And I wanted to ensure that my kids would never be in that situation again. And being that, my mom and dad, they taught us kind of like, hey, there's a fishing rod, there's a lake, kind of go figure it out. Well, I wanted to build multiple lakes to show the kids there's the fish and there's the trucks that'll feed the pond too. So hope that kind of answered that or whatever, but that's part of your legacy. And a lot of times, this is the first generation where you may have to change your parents' life and your kids at the same time, if you know what I mean. So your kids, if you don't get them up to par, they can eat into your financial plans or your retirement plan. So it's important that we educate them and get them up to par where they can sustain on their own accord and possibly help us when we get to that point, or at least be assets to your corporations. So that's part of your financial trifecta. You want to have every area well developed and have financial literacy that they need.
Now I have a simpler answer to that. My son is 11 years old. He's been in my business since he was 3.5. He's been wearing bow ties since he was 3.5. So I take him through everything. I show him invoices. I make him count inventory. I show him every part of the business. I've been doing that. I know he didn't understand it, but as he's getting older, he understands more. So I refer to him as my business partner. But I tell him, you my fallback 401k plan. My thing is, I'm training him because to your point, at some point, Lord, if I get old enough, I may have to depend on my children. And that's my baby boy, that's my business partner. So I told him, I'm going to make you CEO of this company when you show me you're ready. And he's in the 6th grade right now. And I told him, I don't care if you're, I was telling him this when he was in 5th grade. And I said, I'm going to make you CEO when you demonstrate you're ready. I said, I don't care if it's 6th, 7th, 9th, whatever. And he said, Daddy, I'm going to be CEO. I'm going to take the company over when I'm 16 or 17. I said, okay, son, as long as you demonstrate you can handle it, I'm going to make you the CEO of the company. I said, right now, I pay you 15%, right? I said, but I'm the CEO. I said, what happens when you become CEO? He said, I'm going to pay you 15%. I said, exactly. You're going to make the lion's share of the money. But he kind of fast forwarded that. We were doing something just a couple weekends ago at my home company, so we selling socks. So I give him some socks. I said, go sell, son. Everybody you see with purple and gold on, go after they want to buy some socks. So he sold $180 worth of socks. So he pulls out his calculator. He says, I'm going to give you 15%. I said, wait a minute. How are you? I said, the company bought the socks. I've been transporting them. I brought them out here. I've been your replenishment. I keep giving you the socks. I said, well, why do I get 15%? He said, because I did all the hustling. And he's 11. And a lot of stuff I can, but I don't try to respond to that negatively. I let him roll with that because I want him thinking that, hey, this is my business. I can make decisions, and I'm going to reap the financial reward. I used to pay him with just money, just pay cash. But I now pay him with a company payroll check. And my thing is, the first check he ever received is from a company that he owned. And so we go to the bank, and I'm taking him through the process of depositing your check. I said, son, you got to sign your name to the check. He said, Dad, I don't know how to write a cursive.